This is Dr. Cheapest Sunflower coming to you live for another episode of the Hood to Hooded podcast, where we are breaking generational curses day by day, inch by inch, cinch by cinch. Tonight's episode has 3 powerful segments. We are continuing on with chapters 15 to 17 of Eat That Frog. And we are talking about toxic tech trap. How technology can trap you if you do not control it. You have to manage your time. While I'm on this journey, so we can grow together and learn how to overcome procrastination. Because procrastination makes it so that you can't even level up. Because you always wait until tomorrow. It's not. What about today? What about today, my friend? Are we getting it done today? Are we procrastinating? Are we eating that frog? Eat That Frog, chapters 15 through 17. It says the main thing was technology. It was about technology being your best friend or your worst enemy. Everything is about technology nowadays, especially in the influencer space. Obsessive need to communicate continually is what is going on in today's society. Everybody has this obsession with just having the phone in their hands, whether they're driving, walking, everywhere, on vacation, at the dinner table. It's a compulsive need to stay plugged in, and it leaves us psychologically breathless. Now, that's something that's like kind of scary, for something to leave you psychologically breathless, because you never have time to stop and smell the roses. We live in a world where the compulsion to stay plugged in is costing us clarity, creativity, and peace. It's costing us a lot. Our clear vision for the future, how we create, and just peace. That's the ultimate goal in my life, is just to have some peace, like peace of mind. Studies show that people check their phones 46 to 85 times per day. And I'm sure it's probably a little bit higher than when this book was written. It's probably in the hundreds. Just picking it up, making it a habit. It says the habit is tied to increased stress, memory loss, ADHD-like symptoms, and even Alzheimer's risk. It's definitely having some type of impact on your brain, technology. And that's why, again, our phones have monitors where you can know your watch time on different apps and social medias, because you get into the habit of just strolling and not creating, strolling and not having clarity about your life or even peace, because we're too busy watching other people and what other people got going on all day. It's okay to check in sometimes, but just all day, it's costing you a lot. Mental health problems. That's scary. Stress. If you're stressing out, try to detox digitally and see how that changes your life. I try to consciously detox every day, putting my phone down. It's busy when you have a business or you're an influencer. Technology is everything, but still, throughout the day or throughout the week, it's so important to make time to detox and clear your head. They did a study and they found that CEOs who unplugged for just 48 hours reported better memory, deeper relationships, better sleep, and clarity. Just 2 days of just digital detox increases your brain's performance. So that way you can get back into balance and in tune with who you are. You can get in tune with just feeling better and having more energy and being more positive and optimistic. We talked about optimistic people yesterday and how they accomplish more. Where optimistic people need to detox in order to keep that optimism at an ultimate level. If you want to be successful, be optimistic and do things at a high proficiency. Meaning, learn how to control your peace and your mind in technology. That's why it says technology is a terrible master. That's the name of this chapter. Technology being your best friend, or it can be your worst enemy, especially on a young mind that is exposed to so much technology nowadays. These CEOs who participated in this study, they found that they have an increased likelihood to make life transforming decisions when you have a clear head. Clearing your mind, getting into your zen is so important. When you are too plugged in, it's a destructive addiction. It's a destructive addiction that controls your time. You wake up obsessively trying to check your phone or just leaving the bed, and it says that people are just always picking it up. And I'm guilty of this too. I'm guilty of getting into that habit, but being also aware. As long as we're aware, guys, and we are growing and we read these things, we're learning these things, deciphering what we can use to help us have a higher quality of life. Peace is everything. Like, we want to level up, but we also want to protect our peace and our energy. Okay? Apply the 80-20 rule to your email. Unsubscribe from 80% of the things that really don't have anything to do with your goals. They're not of important significance. And then respond immediately to the 4% that are urgent and schedule time to do the rest. That way you're not overstimulating your brain. It also mentions to turn off non-essential notifications, so you're not obligated to be available 24/7. You got to make time to get back to you, especially if you deal with mental health problems. You don't want to be overstimulated. And that's important because just last year I realized my phone was giving me way too many notifications from every social media platform, and that's just too much. So I turned all my notifications off. I was like, you know what? No, I'm too overstimulated. I'm always checking to see. Now I control when the hell I want to go and check my notifications, and then I have it set to a certain time of day. And now that I did that, I don't even pay attention to the certain time of day. I think the issue now is to just break the habit of going on there myself, because it becomes excessive. You want to spend your time having clarity, peace, and also just focusing on creating. Get back to your creativity. Create a separate line for emergency only for your elders and for your kids. You definitely want to have an emergency line for important people in your life so they can always reach you. And in your calendar, schedule 90-minute focus blocks followed by a 15-minute reset. So an hour and a half to knock out your major task. If you have homework, or if you have a project due, or if you're trying to start a business and you have some tasks to knock off to get it done, or even in your business, schedule an hour and a half and just get it done. Take a 15-minute break, do another hour and a half, and then check your email and do those extracurricular online things. Don't drown in a world of info exchange. Take your time back. And that's what I'm about, taking my time back. Refuse to be a slave. Don't allow emails to control your time. Delete them accordingly. If you have something important, guess what? Somebody is going to let you know. When there's an emergency in the family, somebody is going to let you know. And then we go to chapter 16, which is technology is a wonderful servant. It's supposed to make our life easier. I am a fan of technology. I love AI. I love in dentistry. I just love updated scanners and photography. I just love having access to make things easier. I'm all about technology, but you don't want it to control you. You still want to be in your own zen and detox from technology. It's supposed to make our life easier, not complex, confused, or stressful. Take control of your communications. Clear your digital workspace. Close every window not needed to do your tasks. Block websites that are distracting you, and disable smartphone notifications when you are trying to sit down and do your work. Don't have all these tabs open. When I'm in my doctor mode, I tend to have about 15 tabs open, maybe 10, but I feel like I'm using them all. And I don't know, it's like I need too many tabs. This is saying have clarity when you're doing work. That's why you work from a task list and not things off in a list. with order of importance. Take control of your time on your calendar. Make your calendar also your servant and schedule large blocks of time to complete a task. Like a digital to-do list will help you complete your task. Take control of your emotions using technology. Take control of your emotions using technology. Because many people fail to make technology their servant because they fail learning a new skill. They avoid the phrase "I can't," no matter your age, race, or gender. Focus your attention. And I feel like that's what this challenge is all about. If you are doing the 365-day challenge and you decide to do something every day for 365 days, then that's so amazing that you can rewire your brain to declutter and get back focused with clarity, peace, discipline, and consistency. I saw a video today of this lady. I think she was in her 90s, still stretching, doing yoga, very flexible. That really motivated me to also tap into the health portion of this. Eating better, stretching, yoga, Pilates, and making time and stamping out time for those activities as well, because we want to stay healthy. Health is wealth, period. Health of the mind and of the body and of your spirits, all levels. Focus attention is key to high performance. Focusing your attention where your attention goes, that depends on how you perform. Attraction of distraction. You will always attract some distraction. Distractions are diffuse attention, wandering mind, lack of focus, underachievement, and failure. Whenever you have attraction of distraction, any of these things, your brain kind of underperforms. It kind of inhibits you from growing. Current research shows that if we constantly respond to email, phone calls, and texts, it has a negative impact on our brain, guys. It decreases our attention span and makes it difficult to complete tasks when we are constantly stimulated. This is how an addiction to technology or emails or those notifications hinder you from growing and damage your brain. For instance, checking your email first thing in the morning, you get that buzz of dopamine. You get to see what your notifications are. It's all stimulating you, and it makes it hard for you to pay attention for the rest of the day. I did not know this. And then it says the multitasking illusion. People can only focus on one task at a time. I'm guilty of multitasking just because if you're short staffed or just starting a business, you got to do multiple tasks. So I get it. Multitasking is an illusion, but sometimes that's the only way. But it says multitasking is called task shifting, meaning you are shifting your attention back and forth versus completing one task and then moving on to the next task. And then after you get an internet interruption, such as a notification from your phone or from an app, it takes you 17 minutes to refocus your energy. A proven solution is to check your email at 11 a.m. and then 3 p.m. and then turn your notifications off. You can set your own time. It could be 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. or whatever time you want, but just basically twice per day versus all day, just checking all notifications. You can even set your iPhone to do this, to send you like a summary of notifications at a certain time. So just look into that when you go to your settings in your iPhone and customize your notifications. So that way you're not just stimulated all day and night with shit. Let's end this with finding out a way to double our productivity, guys. Because that's what we about on this podcast, is doubling productivity, growing every day, showing up, and living our best life, being unapologetic. So are you ready to double your productivity today? So double our productivity. Plan your day in advance, number one. Number two, select the most important task to do first. Do it for 90 minutes. Take a 15-minute break and do it for 90 more minutes until it's done, and check your emails only once you're finished with doing your most important task. That's it for this little book review. This segment is the Niji Resets. The Niji Reset. Stepping back from stimulation. So Niji, this world is overstimulating on purpose. It is designed to keep us reacting and not reflecting. And I've been guilty too. That's why I turned off all of my notifications. I don't want the phone deciding what my brain should do. I want to be present and on purpose. And continuing to learn about my history, my genealogy, our indigenous status, our melanin, and just how powerful we are as indigenous copper tone people of Turtle Island. Feathers up my Niji tonight. This is a moment to step back and find many challenges to help us with our spiritual growth. Getting in my Dr. Cheap this sunflower mode. And we are not even in a rush. Tonight, as we go into this second part of this live, I want us to take a moment just to take a couple of deep breaths. Stretch your neck from side to side. If you have any tension in your brain or in your mind or in your body, in your spirit today, just wiggle it out. Continue to breathe nice and deep. Rotate your shoulders and just stretch, guys. You need to have these moments of just releasing everything at least once a day. Detox your energy, okay, my Niji? Don't be overstimulated unless you're overstimulated with things that aren't keeping us in the matrix. We got to get out of the matrix. We got to take back control of the things we learn, understanding who we are, and uncovering the truth. Even though it might be hard, especially on those holidays, it's hard if your family has a tradition of celebrating. It can be different for you. But just stand on business and know who you are. I'm rocking this Florida State sweater. This is Florida State Seminoles. They had a tragedy last year with a shooter on campus. This is a Seminole logo. They changed this logo. They made it a white man versus the real Seminoles, copper tone. So it's things like, this was a gift from my cousin, so I still wear it as an alumni, but I am aware that the hijack my Niji. So this is why we have to watch being overstimulated with pseudo history and just keep our brains growing, flowing, and detoxing on every level, not just with technology, but on pseudo history. We have to also detox on that and step back from being overstimulated with the news, with politics, with fear tactics, with just living in a state of always stimulated from social media. Everything is just on 10 nowadays. So how about we just step back, get a good routine in, do some yoga, elevate your life, get up in the morning, don't check your phone so fast, don't get out of that addiction of getting on social media ASAP. Control your time, control your mind, control your knowledge, control your creativity. Go paint something. Go and just sit and stare at the ocean. Go take some pictures or do something that you really love that gets you back in tune with who you are, my Niji. That's how we go from hood to hooded and hooded to Niji. 10 ways to detox from the world today. 10 ways. We already talked about one at the beginning of this whole podcast live. The first way is to turn off all app notifications for 24 hours. But I challenge you to just turn them off, period. Be like me, I just turned them suckers off. I got tired of all the notifications. Let me have my peace. I'm in my chiefess mode. I need to have peace. The ultimate peace is my goal. And control of my time. Turning those notifications off for at least 24 hours. If you can't do without it, then I get it. Just 24 hours. Just try 24 hours of taking your time back. Just one day. Number 2, delete 3 apps that waste your time. Social media is a waste of time, period. If you're not using it for business or to level up or following something positive, or if you're following things that poison your brain and just keep you strolling recklessly, delete those 3 apps. Take control of your time back. Number 3, go phone free for the first hour of your morning. The first hour in the morning, do a stretch, drink some water, make you a smoothie bowl. Don't check your phone. Go use the bathroom, brush your teeth, floss your teeth. The first hour in the morning, we gonna get up and not check the phone. Like, self-care hour. Name that the self-care hour. I want to write that down. The self-care hour, baby. Call that the self-care hour. The self-care hour. Number 4, meditate for 10 minutes. Meditate for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. 10 minutes to take your mind back. Take control of your thoughts. Just sit by yourself. You can do it with music. You can go on the apps and find meditation music, or you can do a silent meditation. I'm a fan of the silent meditation, but if you live in a noisy environment, the music may help you get into your peaceful mindset. But what you do is, when you meditate, it can be any place, anywhere, anytime. When you just need to detox from the world, it's recommended that you do it in the morning. You have your hour of self-care. No phone, no tablet, no nothing. Just you in your own zen. And you just wake up, 10 minutes of meditation. Deep breathing, eyes closed, clear thoughts. Then you can stretch, drink some water, and get into your positive energy, your positive vibes. Number 5, unfollow 5 accounts that trigger negativity. You have somebody on your followers list that you're following, and every time you stroll past their name, you're like, dang, they just so negative. Their energy just always like trigger me in a negative way. Just go ahead and unfollow them. It's not worth your mindset. It's not worth consuming that negativity every single day. It's just not worth it. Number 6, journal your thoughts instead of tweeting them out. Get you a little journal. You see my little journal, my dream journal. I just use this to take notes on when I'm reading a book like Eat That Frog, or make a list of my day, or just to journal. You can journal digitally. I have an app that is, I think it's called Journal. And you can journal instead of time to journal, instead of tweeting. This will help you declutter your thoughts versus putting it out publicly. Especially if you deal with depression and all those mental health problems. It'll be a great way for you to control your thoughts and your time. Number 7, go outside without your phone. Go take a walk on the beach, leave your phone in the car, and just go smell the roses. Go look at the flowers. Go listen to the birds. Go fishing. Go outside without your phone. That's a challenge. I know, nowadays. Number 8, spend 1 hour in silence. How many of us can spend 1 hour just in silence? I tend to do that in the morning when I wake up. I like to just get up in silence. And a lot of times your best thoughts come when you just detach from people for a moment, from technology for a moment, and you just take back control, baby. You take back control of who you are, of your time, when you just sit in silence. Number 9, watch the sunrise or the sunset. Now me, I love watching the sunrise. I wish I could watch the sunrise every single day. Like, it would be an ultimate dream for me to live in San Diego, on the coast, even though I would be afraid of earthquakes. But to be in San Diego on the coast near Sunset Cliff, and just to watch the sunrise like every morning, drinking wine. Just even a couple times a year, that I would love to do that. And one day that may happen. But I have did that for my birthday probably 3 years ago. I went to San Diego to Sunset Cliff and watch the sunrise on my birthday. That was amazing. Or even a sunset. Nothing like a nice sunset. And number 10, read one chapter of a physical book. Now, if you've been following this podcast, that means we've been reading more than one chapter. We are almost done with the whole book of Eat That Frog. Just read one chapter to get your brain back focused on something tangible other than like technology. Those are 10 mini challenges, my Niji, for us to do. So let's break it down again without all the added response. So number 1, turn off all app notifications for 24 hours. Number 2, delete 3 apps that waste your time. Number 3, go phone free for the first hour of your morning, which is our self-care hour. Number 4, meditate for 10 minutes. Number 5, unfollow 5 accounts that trigger negativity. Number 6, journal your thoughts instead of tweeting them. Number 7, go outside without your phone. Number 8, spend 1 hour in silence. Number 9, watch the sunrise or sunset. And number 10, read one chapter of a physical book. Now here's a spiritual push, my Niji. You can't hear your calling through constant noise. You just can't. You can't hear your calling through constant noise. You just can't. You can't hear your calling through constant noise. So step back, recharge, realign, and you are not behind. You are being reminded of your greatness. Okay, my Niji? Be reminded about the greatness that lives within you so we can get back realigned and refocus and use these jewels to go from hood to hooded. I hope that segment really encourages us. Remember how important peace of mind is. And it gives us some tangible challenges. And I want you guys to pick one challenge to do to detox and step back from the overstimulation and take back our time and our mind. Yes, it's about learning who we are, doing your genealogy, just staying on point with breaking the generational curses, undoing the reclassification that has been done, and undoing the pseudo history that is being forced down our throat. Despite that fact, we still must control our peace, because sometimes it can be overstimulating. When I first discovered all of this information about being indigenous and how history has been hijacked, it was mind-boggling. But at the same time, we still must learn this. But it's okay to step back, recharge, realign. Let's get into our dental segments. Shout out to all my Niji, all my beautiful people who are brushing and flossing every day. If you are not brushing and flossing every day, then let's do a little bit better. We've been focused on Oral Cancer Awareness Month. I want us to know the stages of oral cancer. So let's continue to educate ourselves on the stages. There are 5 stages, but one of them is stage 0. Stage 0 is carcinoma in situ. So this is pre-cancer and it's highly treatable. Stage 0. Stage 1 is a tumor less than 2 centimeters and no spread. It has an 80 to 90% survival rate. That's why when you go to the dentist, we perform oral cancer screenings just to see if you have any lesions in your mouth that may look like oral cancer. Oral cancer is what puts you at a high risk is poor oral hygiene, which is why you want to brush and floss your teeth and get your cleanings, smoking, drinking alcohol, and human papillomavirus. Stage 2 is a tumor 2 to 4 centimeters with no spread. Of course, the longer it goes, the more chance you have to risk it spreading, and it decreases your survival rate. Stage 3 is a tumor greater than 4 centimeters or spread to one of the lymph nodes. When we do your oral cancer screening, we're checking your lymph nodes, your submandibular glands, and your submandibular lymph nodes to make sure they're not swollen, because that could be a sign of infection, oral cancer, a lot of different things. They're like a check, like a safety check. And then stage 4 is the last stage, which is advanced spread to lymph nodes and other organs. And this is when it becomes like almost impossible to cure. Oral cancer can develop quietly over months or years. This is why early detection is critical, guys. For Oral Cancer Awareness Month, if you notice a lump, a sore, or a patch in your mouth that doesn't heal after 2 weeks, 2 weeks now, go see your dentist immediately. Don't even play with it. Catch it early, treat it faster, and raise your survival odds. These are tumors that start in the mouth. Get back to living your best life and being unapologetic. Be you. Regardless if people love you, they gonna love you, they gonna hate you, they gonna talk about you, they gonna like you, they gonna... Don't even worry about it. Just be you. Regardless, just be you. Do you. Be creative. Have clarity about your life. Stop playing with yourself. Say it with me tonight, guys. I am not a slave to screens. I am addicted to success. We are not slaves to technology. We are not slaves to pseudo-history. But we are addicted to success and to the truth. And finding out who we are. All right? So day 13 is in the bag. This is Dr. Sean reporting live from Hood to Hooded. Let's keep breaking generational curses, building habits, and rising to the top. It's about progress, Niji. Peace, power, and progress. Peace, power, and progress. This is Dr. Chief, the Sunflower. Make sure you guys follow me and let's continue to grow. Thank you for supporting, and I will see you guys later.